What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Full Metal Analysis. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and we got a big game coming up tomorrow, and a lot of games coming up over the weekend. Marcus, how you feeling about after everything is settled down? You know what I'm saying? You got a chance to breathe, intake it, think about it. How you feeling about tomorrow's game?
It's a big game, huge game. Um, like I said, you brought up the possibility after the Philadelphia loss that it's possible that the Lions could finish the season 6-1. This is another game on the path to getting there. I think that Green Bay is a beatable team. I am not as confident as I was in it prior to these past couple weeks, but I definitely think that if the Lions play like you like to say, as mistake free football as possible, they definitely have an opportunity to win.
Yeah, man. I feel like the same way. I think that last week's game didn't really give me as much confidence as you would like to have in the last. But thinking over it, as the goes on, a lot of points were brought to my attention. The Giants play everybody hard. Even though the Giants are a 2-9 team, everybody has problems facing them. Um, like I said before, the defense played bad, but you don't expect that to happen every week because usually this season the defense has been playing good. And if the offensive line can just hold it together, man, our defense will be on point. You still wish you had Sam Laporta in there, but I think we can overcome it and hold it together, man. We just gotta find that rhythm. It's like our offense has been out of sync all season long. And if they can just find that rhythm, I think we can pull it together.
Interesting thing, the in the past 48 hours, the Lions have released three players off their roster. No big names. Arthur Millette was probably the most notable name. One of the DBs from the Legion of Whom.
Legion at home, yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, why? Obviously, the thought process would be that that multiple people from injury reserve are returning. So I pulled up the injury report, and I was expecting to have a boost of encouragement, but the injury report kind of gave me the opposite feel.
Mhm.
Um, when I look at it, we could go back to what's today. Yeah, so we'll go back to Monday, November 24th. Um, well, Josh Pascal was a full participant Monday, so Pascal might be one coming back. Terrion Arnold was limited Monday. Davenport was a full participant on Monday. And then you got a couple questionables. Vaki was limited on Tuesday. And then as of today, right now, looks like Kirby is out, Glasgow's
Mm,
out, Khalif
mm.
Raymond, Khalif Raymond is out, and Brock Wright is out. Tesla is questionable. So you
Dang,
may
Brock
be,
Wright is out too. So we
yeah,
don't. So we
they
don't
think
have a tight end then.
every week, man, they add a new tight end to this team.
Wait,
um,
didn't we draft a tight end from the Jets like at the beginning of the season?
Not sure, but they every week there's a deep down in the back pages of Lions news. There's some type of tight end transaction. The last thing that I heard was what's my man? Remember my man from the was it Meeks? The receiver in preseason, everybody kind of wanted him to make the team, but he didn't make the team.
Oh yeah, I remember him. I don't,
Let's see.
what's his name? Meeks. I know. I remember what you talking about now.
It was a J. It was a J in there somewhere, first or last name. But anyway, I was listening to a guy who writes for the Lions. He said that they're working that guy out as a tight end. So there's they always got something up their sleeve as far as tight ends. Let me look at the
He was balling in preseason, and I
yeah
really wanted him to make the team.
that guy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll get out there and do better than Brock Wright. I'm interested in if Glasgow's not if Glasgow's not playing, who is our center?
So the depth, according to the depth chart, tight end. Your starting tight end is Brock Wright. He is out. Your second string is Ross Dwelle. And then Laporta and Zylstra are both on IR. As far as center,
Zilch on Reporter was on IR too.
as
I was
far as
wondering what happened to that guy.
as far as center, Graham Glasgow out. Tristan Colon is your backup, and they have nobody listed past him.
Man, just put Radich at center and bring in Frazier.
Ross Dwelle, tight end, presumably for the Lions tomorrow, is 8-year vet who has played primarily with the San Francisco 49ers. And last year he was with the Falcons. This
8
dude
years,
plays
never heard his name before.
Man, this dude plays a lot of games. I mean, games played 11, 16, 16, 17, 12, 12, 17. This guy plays a lot of games and doesn't do anything.
Right.
Last year, he played 17 games for the Atlanta Falcons, and he had one catch on one target.
I'm sure he's out there just for blocking.
Apparently, because and that's what he'll be tomorrow. I'm sure they'll figure out a little gadget for him here or there, but yeah, like I said, man, not particularly encouraging.
Well, you will hope that with no tight end, you see a little bit more activity from Tesla. And is there any word on if Frazier is playing?
Frazier was listed. I thought I saw Frazier. Okay. I'm assuming Frazier is playing because the last word was that he was out Sunday against the Giants, and then no further update on him. So I'm assuming that he's going to play.
I hope so, man. Damn. We down to the mechanics. We got boiler room techs out there playing.
I wish I want injured. I wish they had the injured reserve list for the Lions because it might be easier just to look at that. But yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see, man. It looks like I said, the best thing that I could glean from this injury report is that Pascal and Davenport will be returning tomorrow, and if nothing else, for the most part, when players make their return, they usually come out, full steam ahead. Now after that, I don't know what they're gonna give you, but like McNeil in his first game back looked great, and Barnes was great earlier this season. I know where I'm not expecting a whole lot, but even Hassanin, no report on him, but we know he's back with the team. And like I said,
Right. That's what I was going to ask you about.
They cleared out 3 spots. So if you bring 3 guys for that defensive line, that would be welcome.
And Kirby is out again, huh? I heard the speculation that he's got a knee injury that's not really healing up, and it's not something that might heal up soon. Like he can play, but I think they're saving him for you know, probably the most important games, which I thought this one was. Which that's why I thought he was going to be playing, but apparently I don't know. Maybe it was bothering him too much.
Yeah,
But
I was on
go ahead.
Twitter and somebody posted like it was something like I'm tired of seeing Kirby. I guess it was something alluding to Kirby, being questionable or out, and somebody posted like, "I'm tired of seeing Kirby, like this or something like that." And Kirby responded to him like, "What you want me to do?" and a crying face emoji or something like that. So
Right.
um, it's definitely frustrating for all parties involved. Kirby, the team, fans, everybody. I'm sure he do want to get back out there, but like you said, man, this season they are not taking any chances. Um, and we'll see if it pays off. But as far as injuries go, like the it seems like the injuries are piling up the same way they were
Last
last
year,
year.
just in different areas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
man. I think they are being more careful this year. You heard Dan Campbell in his interview say, you know, he was talking about the win against the Giants. He was happy to get a win. He said, the win is the only thing that counts. It was fun being 15-2 last year until you got booted out. Till you got booted out first round, and I think that stuck with him. So I think they are saving a lot of guys. I think they are trying to keep a lot of guys healthy. And if it came down to it, excuse me, if it came down to it, I'd rather have Kirby in the playoffs than right now or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you gave me a choice between tomorrow and the offseason, I mean, and the preseason, I would say the preseason. I mean, playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, and I feel like that's what they're going. They're gearing them towards getting just get them as healthy as possible, and we they're they're doing fine without him. But the one thing that can't be argued about Kirby is like you said last week. He definitely creates turnovers, and that's one thing that this defense is not really doing. Is producing turnovers. Aiden Aiden was forcing fumbles earlier in the season, but we haven't seen that in a while either. So somebody's gonna have to start creating turnovers. So hopefully we see again pressure coming from the D line tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Amik was good at punching. Has been good at punching the ball out, and like you said, Hutch has been good at punching the ball out. Yeah, man, those pop ups, those pop up, those throw it up, Hail Mary throws that Jameis was throwing out there is a snack, is a lunch for Kirby, and you could tell that the guys out there, like Kirby, is a natural ball hawk. So when a ball is you put too much air under the ball, Kirby naturally gravitates to the ball, and that's a skill that these guys just don't have. Even if it just seems like it's a, what I'm saying, what's the word I'm looking for? A bullshitting ass interception. Kirby still goes and gets it,
Mm-hmm.
and one of those interceptions uh, could have been out there for him. Instead, the Giants player picked up on it, tracked it down, and came back and got it. And those are things that Kirby picks up on. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow, man. We can go ahead and get into the scores for this week.
All right. Man, this week was nasty. It was nasty. It was
For
nasty. It
both
was
of us.
No, not for both of us. It was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't good for you, but it was awful for me. Um, it was a weird week, man. It was Vegas. Vegas definitely made some money this week. They definitely got their books right this week because first game of the week was the Buffalo Bills traveling to Houston. Uh, Felt like a no brainer. The only thing looking back on it, Houston's defense is legit, and they took They knocked out Josh Allen. Well, no, they didn't really knock him out, but Josh Allen, took a bad sack and cut Khalif Raymond. Shakir. I can't think of his name, but Shakir, their wide receiver, he got knocked out on a crucial third down play, and then after that, man, the Texans took a lead and just never gave it up.
So check it out, man. All season long, I've been hearing are is Buffalo a Super Bowl contender? Will Buffalo even make the playoffs? And people will be like, Buffalo be fine. Buffalo be fine. Buffalo will be fine. After this loss, will Buffalo be fine?
Yeah, Buffalo will be fine. but again, man, is Buffalo is on the same trajectory, and we got the same record. But Buffalo's on the same trajectory as the Lions. Like we've done this dance before, and we the regular season, we've been the darlings of the regular season before, but at the end of the day, nobody's gonna care about what you do until the postseason. And so
Right.
all I can say is that this was just a letdown spot. They got an opportunity to bounce back this week against the Steelers. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, man, it just I think Texans just wanted it more on a Thursday night.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens, man. The Josh Allen's got to get Josh Allen together.
Where's this game at? The lowly Tennessee Titans
Wow.
hosted the Seattle Seahawks. We were both on the Seahawks. They were on the road, giving 13 and a half. We both felt like the Seahawks were going to go back and do what they do best, which is crush bad teams. And at the beginning of this game, going into halftime, the score was 16-3. It looked like the Seahawks were right on pace to do what they do. And then I tried to tell you, this is 3 weeks this is 3 weeks in a row now. These god awful Tennessee Titans have no idea how to win football games, but oh my God, can they cover a spread?
Wow. Yeah. They end up winning that game, right?
No, the Seahawks won the game 30-24.
Oh wow. Woo. Woo. Yeah, man. I don't know what to think of the future of Tennessee. As far as Cam Ward, I don't know. Maybe if they get that guy some help, maybe he can be something in this league. But more focus on the Seahawks, man. Are the Seahawks pretenders? We all know Jackson Smith and Jigba is not, but what about the rest of the team, man? Are the Seahawks a good team? Is Sam Darnold uh, actually their franchise quarterback, or do they still need to keep making improvements?
Um, no, there's no way. There's no way that you consider moving on from Sam Darnold right now, especially when you look across the NFC and you look at the other team that just let go of Sam Darnold and where and where they're at right now.
Right.
Sam Darnold's not an elite quarterback, but he is a good quarterback, and he'll do enough to just to get you to win. Some days he'll look great. Some days he'll throw 4 touchdowns, 400 yards. So the same people that told us that we shouldn't give up on Goff, those are the same people that will probably tell you that you should keep Sam Darnold. And I'm not going to argue with them.
Yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see what they do. I mean, this year in the league, you never know who will put out a win at any moment. So yeah, I'm with you.
Pittsburgh traveled to Chicago. We didn't know who was starting at quarterback, so we went on and we took Chicago. Chicago was given 3 and they ended up winning by 3. So it was a push. No Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph ended up getting the start.
Yeah, man, and I'm holding strong to my argument about the Bears. I feel like if Aaron Rodgers had played this game, this would have been a loss for the Bears. And going forward, I see no easy opponents left in the Bears schedule. So yeah, man, we'll see what the Bears are made of. They're leading our division right now, but will they be leading our division by the end of the season? I don't think they will be. Um, but this is the football season. I mean, this is NFL. Anything can happen at any time, and uh, an interesting point was made that we're going to be playing the Bears for the last game of the season, and it was the heavyweights. They were saying that if we're playing for the division and our way into the playoffs by the last game of the season, we don't deserve it.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. That has, if we got to play the Bears, it's not like we play the NFC North. We do play a lot of games against the NFC North, but it's not like we're playing only the NFC North. Like we played the NFC North and it came down to the last game and it was against the Bears and we had lost, to the Packers and to the Vikings and this is what we need. Then we don't deserve it. But if we lose to the Cowboys, the Cowboys, you never know what you're gonna get, man. The Cowboys just beat the Philadelphia Eagles, who just beat us. So it's complicated. What I would say though is that if I heard correctly, we have an opportunity to go from what like third in the division right now to first after this weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, we basically can control our own destiny because, like I was saying, man, we have the weaker part of our schedule left. We play three divisional opponents, and the Cowboys and the Rams. Um, we should go out. Like I said we should go out and be 6-1. We already got one down by the skin of our teeth, so 5-1 left. 5-1 left. I feel like the only loss should be against either the if you lose if you beat the Rams. I mean, if you lose to the Cowboys, you got to beat the Rams. You know what I'm saying? And if you beat the Cowboys, the only loss I would redeem as respectable is a loss to the Rams. So we pretty much control our own fate. And I was just saying, if we go out there, beat the Cowboys, beat Green Bay, beat the Vikings, we should be in the playoffs. By that point in the season, we should be in the playoffs. And the only way I feel like if we that we're playing for our way into the playoffs or our division is if we lose two of those games.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. If we finish whatever that record would be, we definitely should. We definitely should have our ticket punched in the NFC. Like in the NFC, nobody's really gonna run away. With a crazy amount of wins. Um, Philadelphia and the Rams and the Seahawks. Woo, that's wow. That NFC West division. For all the talk about the NFC North, uh, the NFC West has the 9-2 Rams, the 8-3 Seahawks, and the 8-4 49ers.
No, wow.
Yeah.
The 49ers should have lost that game.
The 49ers, you said what?
We didn't get there. I said I said the 49ers should have lost that game, but we didn't get there yet. We'll get to it.
All right. We talked about it already, but the New York Giants went to Detroit, lost the game, but covered the spread.
Whew. Once again, whew. We won by the skin of our teeth, man. Even though Jameer Gibbs has emerged apparently as a superstar in the NFL. He's been recognized. He's been knighted. He's been ordained as an official superstar in the league after Sunday's game.
Yeah. Jameer Gibbs. I just need Jameer Gibbs to be Todd Gurley and make Jared Goff make Jared Goff feel comfortable, and we can make it happen, man. We can do it. We can get there.
Yeah, man, it's looking like your prediction is it's about to come true. Because I don't understand why they're not using Montgomery. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jameer, I've been saying, Jameer is the star, but it just seems like Montgomery is getting less and less use out of this offense.
I'm not gonna go too deep into it, man, but I have no way of proving this, and I'm not saying that it's even. It's not. I don't even think. I know. It's not even. I don't think. I know that it's not even native or specific to the Detroit Lions, but the simpatico, the buddy, not buddy. I do think they're good friends, and I'm sure they get along great. But the vision that Dan Campbell has and the vision that Brad Holmes has, I don't think it is as in tune as they make it out to be. And I don't think a lot of franchises, GMs, and coaches are in tune as they make it out to be, because because I don't know about you, but me, I feel like it would be relatively easy to just like I feel like if I was a GM before I did a move, I would be like, "Hey, man, this sounds right, right?" And if the coach was like, "I mean, you could do it, man, but we're not going to use them," then I would be like, "You know what? All right, maybe I'm not going to do it." But I don't know, man. It kind of feels like GMs just kind of do it and are like, "You'll use them."
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the position we're in. I don't know if it's because Dan Campbell is new at the play calling, but it just feels like they haven't figured out. Like even Demont hasn't figured out that. Yeah, like he got upset on St. Brown's podcast because Equanimous was calling him a power bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I mean, he's got a point. That's what you are. You're like, no, but I could put some moves on people. Yeah, yeah, but that's not your specialty, dog. I mean, your specialty is you're a bruiser, man. You run people over and keep running. You have a little swiftness to you, but for the most part, we need you in there bruising. And I feel like he hasn't figured that out. And I don't know if he's telling the coaches staff, the coaches, that's not what he wants to be, but that's what we need him for. We need him to get in there and bruise. I keep watching. I keep going back and seeing highlights of that 4th-and-1 where we handed the ball off to Jameer Gibbs against the Eagles,
He ran
and
into him.
man, like why is he in the game at that point, dog?
Might as well tell that man, "Hey, run through that brick wall right there." I can do it, coach.
Nah. But yeah, man. But I don't know, man. I just feel like we need David Montgomery out there situationally.
I
At
thought that was
least, at least.
a very interesting choice of words you used there. Swift, swift, swiftly. I, I could think of
Yeah.
somebody who was swiftly shown the door after
different different
they
roles,
didn't
different roles, man.
they didn't exude what the coaching staff wanted to see. But yeah, it's a totally different situation. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just thought it was a curious re-signing. I understand it. I understood it at the time. He was great, but man, yeah, Gibbs is coming up, and it's hard to take away snaps from him. So, but at some point, man, what Montgomery did in Baltimore, we wouldn't have won that game in Baltimore if we didn't have Montgomery on the team. And
Yeah.
you feel like there's been games like that during the season where Montgomery would have had an opportunity if they would have gave it to him. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
tomorrow could be one of those games, because we saw they shut Gibbs down in the first game of the season. Now that was the first game of the season, but tomorrow, if you told me that Montgomery had a huge game tomorrow, I would believe it. But then again, if you told me that he didn't have a huge game tomorrow, I would believe that as well.
Yeah, man. I think they need to give him the ball more, and like we said, there are games that were set up for him. They tried to give him the ball during the Cincinnati game because he's from there, and that was a Gibbs game. That wasn't his game. But I want to say the Browns game before that. I think that was a game where he could have shined. So you know what I'm saying. We'll see what they do tomorrow. But yeah, I was just wondering. I mean, that was interesting. An interesting fact to me.
Indianapolis Colts traveled to Kansas City. We were both on Kansas City. We did not believe in the Colts. We were partially right. The Kansas City did win that game, but the line was 3.5, and Indianapolis covered. Only lost by 3.
So we got all the picks right this week. We just didn't get any of the spreads.
Yeah, I made a comment earlier in the year that Vegas was slipping on these spreads, man, and I'm telling you, man, they cleaned up a lot of mistakes this week. At least for me, they got me. We got the New York Jets traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore was at home. They were given 13.5. We were both on the Ravens. The Jets lose by 13 and cover.
Wow.
Yep. Tyrod Taylor, debut of Tyrod Taylor, 222 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't it didn't look impressive.
Another this not yeah, shame on me. I said that when all the chips are down and everybody turns their back on JJ McCarthy shows up and proves the world that he got one more in him. Turns out
Yeah,
he
he
did not
probably got one more pick in him.
turns out he did not have another one in him. He may be done as a starting quarterback in this league. out this week in concussion protocol. Vikings get blown out 6-23. The Packers really didn't even need to do a lot. And JJ just had an awful game.
So, well, we played the Vikings in what, 3 weeks or 4 weeks?
Christmas. Yes.
So JJ is in protocol. Who is the Vikings quarterback? Because last thing I know, Carson Wentz was hurt.
Nope.
JJ,
IR.
huh?
Yep, IR.
Yeah, he's on IR. JJ is in concussion protocol.
Yep.
Who was throwing the ball for the Vikings?
That would be undrafted rookie free agent Max Brosmer.
Wow.
Max Brosmer
Sounds like a
attended
wrestler.
college. Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer attended college. Oh, hometown kid at the University of Minnesota. 6'2",
Wow.
217 pounds. I got nothing for you, man. He is playing. See, did he play in the last game? Nope, they didn't bring him in. They brought him in. Last time he played was Thursday, October 23rd. He went 3 of 4 passing for 13 yards. That's all I
Wow.
got.
Wow.
All I
So
got. So the Max
is
Brosmer
that
era
man?
will be starting this week.
So or do you think so Jesse McCarthy will be back by the time we play him, you think?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. But it's like, will he though? Like, I mean, if Max Brosmer hits the ground like Tommy DeVito, then no. I think JJ is done until Max Brosmer gets hurt and they gotta go back to JJ. But yeah, you're probably right. I don't think Max Brosmer is gonna be great. So I think that's a safe
No,
bet.
not with not with 3 or 4 for 13 yards he won't.
So yeah, I guess JJ will be back by the time we play him because yeah, he's got a whole month to come back from a concussion. So yeah, he'll definitely be back. Assuming he doesn't get hurt again. What we got next? Next we got New England traveling to Cincinnati. Cincinnati was at home. They were getting 9. And they covered. They end up losing by 6. They were in this game kind of the whole time. And Joe Flacco looked awful the week before, but this week he kept the team in it. But in the end, the Patriots end up winning.
So the Patriots, man, we both were like the Patriots are gonna be the team to look out for. The Patriots, everybody, watch out for the Patriots. Everybody can keep an eye out on the Patriots. That's what I was saying. That's what you were saying. Patriots are going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. And I heard something that didn't grasp my attention until I heard it that the Patriots might be the best team in the league. Do you think the Patriots are the best team in the league right now?
No, I don't think that. But I think that they are a very dangerous team, similarly to when Mike Vrabel first took over for the Tennessee Titans. They were a very dangerous team. They surprised a lot of people, and they had opportunity to make noise in the playoffs. And I think that's the same opportunity that he's recreated with the Patriots. But I don't think that they are the best team, simply because I don't think they have a good offense. They have a really good offense, but I think there's a nice handful of other offenses that are more dangerous than the Patriots.
Yeah, I could agree. I could agree with that. But I thought the Patriots are like you said. I've always thought they were dangerous since the beginning of the season. But yeah, it just threw me off when I heard best team in the best team in the league, and I think they have the best record right now as well.
They might only be second. I lost the. Oh no, you looks like you're right. They are 10-2 right now. So it looks like with a quick saying, they do have the best record in the league. Where else got next? The Jacksonville Jaguars traveled to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. We were both on Jacksonville. Jacksonville covers and comes away with the victory. Where's the score at? 27-24. Trevor
The
Lawrence, good
Cardinals
game.
have nobody,
No, and they're losing people every week.
and Brissett, as much as he wants to be, he's not a star. I like Brissett, but he's not a star.
Yeah. Another tight fought game. Game goes to overtime. Trevor Lawrence had a good game for a change. Throws 3 touchdown passes. Jags win in overtime.
Or Fort James.
The Shedeur Sanders debut. You know, they said that Shedeur Sanders was the first Cleveland Browns quarterback of the past 11, no, the past 12. The past 12 quarterbacks starting their first game with the Cleveland Browns. I guess
To
it'll be
win.
11. The past 11 quarterbacks for the Cleveland Browns starting in their first game have lost, and Shedeur was the first quarterback to win in his debut game. Browns win and beat the Raiders.
Yeah, man. I hope Shador tears the league up, man. I hope they do everything that they say they can. They say he couldn't do. Shador Sanders just might make me a Browns fan. And that's strong because I ain't never really hated the Browns, but I never had any love for the Browns. So yeah, man, I want them. I want Shador to go out because even now, people are still out there calling him cocky and saying that he's got too much confidence. I mean, what's the guy supposed to not have any confidence? What is wrong with people? Like, dog, he went out there, he won a game. Yeah. He's confident. You know what I'm saying? He should be and especially after everybody told him he couldn't do it. So I don't know what people expect, man. I hope he goes out there. I hope he wins the rest of his games for the season. They already out of the playoffs, but I hope he wins the rest of his games for the season. Now I looked up the next game and it's 49ers, so probably not gonna happen. But I don't know if a certain guy goes out there and throws 3 picks like they did to Carolina, maybe they can. So
um, two quick notes from this game. Jerry Jeudy had like Jerry Jeudy has been on the bubble for this team all season on whether or not he deserves a spot on this team. But he had the most inexplicable fumble I think I've ever seen. At least this season, it was like I don't even really know how to describe it. He was running down the sideline. He had a defender coming up from behind him who he didn't see. He was coming up on the right side of him, but Jeudy was locked in with the other DB who was on the left of him. Now, him and the other DB were running like parallel. If anything, the other DB to his left had a step on him. So Jeudy is watching this guy the whole time, and meanwhile, the defender is hawking him from behind. Jeudy is looking at this guy to his left, and he like tucks the ball, and he does like a hop, I don't know, man. He just kind of tucked the ball and just did like this hop, like he was about to juke back inside or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he did this hop, and as soon as he left his feet, the defender caught him from behind and punched the ball out. And but I don't think he was making a move though. I think he was just kind of bullshitting. Like I don't know. Maybe he was about to hop and like go out of bounds, or it looked like he was on a breakaway touchdown and he was just kind of bullshitting at the end zone. But like I said, this defender was right there stride for stride with him. So I don't know what he was doing. You gotta look it up, but he just did that shit
I'll
for
look
no
it up.
reason. He did that shit for no reason. The defender came from behind him, chopped it out, caused a fumble. That was Judy's only catch of the day. And then the other thing was that we said that this game was going to come down to defenses, and Myles Garrett had 3 sacks, and Max Crosby had no sacks. But Max Crosby did lead his team in tackles with 8 tackles, 5 for loss, and 3 QB hits. But yeah, at the end of the day, the Browns defense much better than the Raiders defense. Shedeur, not to be overlooked, finished the day 11 of 20, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and -1 yards on 1 rush.
Yeah, man. First off, man, get that boy Shador some help this in this off season. cut Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy. Uh, I've been preaching it. You told me he is all right, which he is okay, I guess. But Jerry Judy has not done anything since Steve Smith told him he was just a regular receiver that will do regular things and not be anything better than regular. And since Steve made that prediction, Judy has gone on to be just I don't even want to say average. I want to say just under average.
Jerry, look, I've never liked Jerry Judy, and stop me if you heard this before. But one year I played him, not one year, last year, I was playing against somebody who had him in fantasy football. And on one eventful Monday night game, Jerry Judy became possessed by the spirit of Jerry Rice. Is the only way I could describe it. What's my man name? Your boy, Jameis Winston was quarterback in that team. And God, let me see if I can find the game real quick. Jerry Judy. Do you know what game I'm talking about?
No.
God, let me see if I can find this game. 2024 Cleveland Browns schedule. It was a Monday night football game against I don't even know who they were playing. I want to say I think it was the Broncos, matter of fact. Let's see. Denver, Monday Night Football. Yep, that's it right there. So
wasn't no wonder. He was going up against his old team.
Yeah. And Jerry Judy in that game. First off, Jameis Winston threw for 497 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But
right on brand.
Jerry Judy finished that game with 9 catches, 235 yards, and 1 touchdown on 13 targets. So that game alone will always, even though I don't like Jerry Judy, that game alone will always get me to say he's all right.
and that's what I mean though. So like that's why I would never say that Jerry Judy is a bad receiver. Because you know what I'm saying? Out of 17 games in the season, he'll give you 2 good games. But all the rest of the games are just gonna be, eh.
They definitely, we are in agreement though that they could do better than Jerry Judy.
Yeah, definitely, dog. Give your boy Shador some weapons and fire the Browns coach.
The Atlanta Falcons traveled to New Orleans to take on the Saints. I can't tell you why I picked the Saints. But I did. I'm pretty sure I just said that Kirk Cousins sucks. I think that's about as far as my rationale went. and also Spencer Rattler was not starting, so I figured F it, why not? But no, the Atlanta Falcons pretty much dominated the Saints the whole game. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving with an injury, didn't come back.
Alvin Kamara either get traded or go to another team, man. Did everybody wants to know, did Spencer Rattler play at all?
Absolutely not. Why would you put a loser out on the field? You guys are already losing. As far as passing, only 2 players showed up in the passing category. That was starter Tyler Shuck, and 0 for 2 on the day was not Spencer Rattler. Taysom Hill still hanging in there, still trying to do whatever Taysom Hill does. Spencer Rattler does not show up on the stat sheet at all.
Taysom Hill retire.
Taysom Hill just will never say die, man. One day he's gonna make it. One day he's gonna make it big.
Nah, man. He did more than enough, man. You've impressed us. You've exceeded our expectations more than you ever could. Now, just rein it in, man.
Speaking of exceeding expectations, uh Philadelphia traveled to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Obviously, we were both on Philadelphia. Philadelphia was up 21-0 at one point during this game, and somehow through some type of voodoo or time machine, time travel, the Dallas Cowboys win this game by 3 points.
So, dog, um, I'm working this Sunday. The Vikings, I mean the Lions Giants game is on, and I'm getting calls I just don't ever receive. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Lions are struggling. The Lions are struggling. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm like, wow. The Lions, when the Lions are having a hard time, I'm getting all type of calls. I don't never get these calls when we win it. My my homeboy, a Eagles fan, you know what I'm saying, talking all this junk, man. All this, yeah, y'all struggling. Y'all can barely even beat the Vikings. I mean, beat the Giants. Y'all can barely even beat the Giants. And then every time Philadelphia scored a touchdown. I'll text you back when they score their next touchdown. They get 21 points. Touchdown. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what, man? Whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going back and forth with him. I'm like, whatever, man. The rest of y'all schedule cake. Y'all, y'all will probably win the rest of y'all season, but that's all right. We'll see y'all in the playoffs. And he texts back, lots of laugh. And then after that, it was quiet. Quiet. I go on about the rest of my day, finish work, get off. My cousin, like, man, that Eagles game was crazy, man. Dang, it's amazing how the Cowboys came back and beat them. Excuse me? What was it? Say that again? Instantly pulled on my phone. Hey, what's going on, man? What happened, dog? You've been quiet all this time. I ain't hear nothing from you. Dog, I have never. Hey, look, I still have no faith in the Cowboys, but I have never been so proud of the Cowboys in my life.
um uh is now for I'm not rightfully so. Jerry Jones receives a lot of flack for holding on to his position and essentially living the glory days when it's probably time for Jerry Jones to let go of that team. That being said, is George Pickens the best? We'll just say offense. I mean, because whatever. Is George Pickens the best free agency signing? I think they traded, or did they trade for George Pickens? I think they traded for him. Is George Pickens the best offseason
I think they did
acquisition?
draft.
Is he the best offseason acquisition? And if not, who is? George Pickens for context is eighth in the league in receptions with 67 receptions, and he is second in the league in yards at 1,054. Third in the league in touchdowns with 8.
So I'm gonna say yes. Um, the question was never of George Pickens' talent because George Pickens has always had talent from his rookie year. Man, that guy's been making has been making catches that always make you go wow. Um, so George Pickens' talent was never the problem. George Pickens being a cancer or being toxic on the field was the issue with George Pickens. But I will say this, man. I will say yes, he is the best signing, offseason signing, because not only has he come in and been better than your number one franchise receiver, but he hasn't been that toxic, that cancer or that toxic guy that he was in the Steelers. So not only did he come in and outdo your franchise guy, but you got him under control. So with that being said, yeah, man. I don't know what the Cowboys coach did or what's going on, or maybe he likes it better in Dallas or what it is. But yeah, man, that was a hell of a signing. That was a hell of a signing by Jerry. Um, in spite of his worst trade of all time, getting rid of Michael Parsons. So he had the worst and the best trade in the same year.
Yeah, crippled the defense, but added elite receiver to elite offense essentially.
And then I will say that he even kind of made up for it by a little bit by signing um and what's my man name for the Jets?
Quentin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll get to see him up close and personal in a couple of weeks. But yeah, no, I think it's definitely up there. Off the top of my head, like you said, Michael Parsons might be the only contender. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I,
Stafford.
I oh no, I'm just talking about the acquisition this season, this
Oh,
offseason.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. All right, last two games. Tampa Bay went to the Rams to take on went to LA to take on the Rams. You took the Rams minus the 6.5. I thought Baker had a revenge game left in him, but no, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just flying all over the country, collecting ass whoopings from whoever's willing to give it to them. Baker,
Man,
Baker left that game. Teddy Bridgewater came out there. It didn't get any better. Buccaneers lose. Embarrassing.
Tampa Bay is taking a lot of unnecessary strays, man. Um, Tampa Bay will be a way better team if they didn't have so many injuries this year, man. I mean, Baker has been out there going out there by himself with Larry the Bowler and Joe the mechanic trying to get that ball out there as best he can, man. And he's just not going to do it against real NFL teams.
They have the offensive rookie of the year. They got a professional in Sterling Shepard. Rachaad White was a starter last year. I mean, it's not ideal, but 7-34. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. Last game of the week, the Carolina Panthers traveled to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. If Brock Purdy could play football, this score would have been much worse. But Brock Purdy did not know that the team in blue and white were not his teammates. Regardless, the 49ers still found a way to overcome Brock Purdy turning the ball over. Hold on, let me get that for you. Despite Brock Purdy turning the ball over, 3 interceptions and no fumbles. So Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. 49ers win 20-9.
Dog, the way Brock Purdy was throwing the ball to Joe Horn, you would have thought they was best friends. Dog, I picked the 49ers confidently saying that, man, the 49ers are gonna win this game confidently, man. And my cousin, like I said, Panther fan. Oh, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. The 49ers barely hold on. What is he talking about? And then Brock Purdy comes out and throws 3 interceptions, dog. Like immediately, like not late interceptions, like just came out of the gate throwing picks. I want to say the first throw of the game was a pick. Like the game just started and it was already a pick. I'm like, dang. But yeah, man. Look, Brock Purdy even made me a believer in Mac Jones. And you know how I feel about Mac Jones. I was like, you text me, like, yeah, man, maybe both teams trying to get this game away, and I was like, man, Mac Jones is terrible, and you're like, that's not Mac Jones, that's Brock Purdy, and I'm like, wow. Well, maybe they need to put Mac Jones in.
I don't call him. I don't call him the best backup in football for no reason. Although Jameis Winston is moving up my ladder though. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what was going on with Brock Purdy that game. I think that was his first game back, and it looked like it.
It had to be, man, because you don't expect that from Brock Purdy, and I'm sure he'll get better. But man, Carolina should have won that game, man. Carolina, 3 picks. If that had been any other team, and they had an offense that, well, I can't say us because we don't score points off turnovers either. But most teams in the NFL are going to take advantage of those 3 picks and score, and it would have been nothing the 49ers do to catch up off those 21 points they would have got off those turnovers.
I told you this game was gonna come down to Bryce Young, Rico Dotto, Rico Dotto combined with catches and rushes for about 75 yards. I said I thought he was going to get his numbers and be around 100. So he's about 25, 26 yards shy. But yeah, I really felt like this game was going to come to Bryce Young. Bryce Young's going to have to play closer to 400-yard Bryce Young. But 100-yard Bryce Young showed up. Finished the game with 169 yards through the air.
Wow.
1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You know, even if he wouldn't have thrown those 2 interceptions, he might have had a chance because if you're not going to put up the yards, you definitely can't turn it over too. Like, that's just ridiculous. So, better days ahead.
Appreciate y'all giving us 3 turnovers. You know what? Let's return the favor. Here's 2.
You got 2 of them back, man. We just really want one. Even it out.
Hey, speaking of Carolina, man, real quick, I got a question for you, and it may have been tainted after this loss that they got to San Francisco, but I felt like the Panthers had a real shot, a real window of being a contender in the playoffs this year, where I thought they weren't going to make the playoffs at all. But with Baker Mayfield going down, man, do you think the Panthers have a legitimate shot at the playoffs?
That division is very interesting. Let me see. Baker Mayfield.
They got to play the Tampa Bay twice, and I had that down as 2 losses on that season.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to Baker. Like I said, the last thing that I saw about Baker was that it was like it was going to be one of those pain tolerance injuries where he could play through it if he wants to, which Baker,
he will.
Yeah, you automatically go there. At the same time, you look at the division, the Tampa Bay and Carolina's tied at 6-6. I mean, Tampa Bay is 6-5, Carolina is 6-6. And then right behind them is the Atlanta Falcons, who are bad, but still they're 4-7, only 2 games back. So
right.
It's not a clear-cut path for Carolina. Like, it's really gonna come to, I keep saying it, but Bryce Young's just got to be better, man. And I don't know if he can be. I don't know if he's gonna be able to show up for the last 6 games of the season like he did in that one game, which was a miracle. They got a tough task this week too. So my money, if I had to put money on it right now, I probably would go with Tampa Bay, but Carolina's got an opportunity, man. But you can't just rely on Rico Dotto the whole time. He's starting to wear down a little bit. So it's gonna come down to Bryce Young, man, and and I don't know, man. Bryce is a head case.
Man, I wanted Rice to be good, man. I was saying last year, man, if you give him some receivers and an offensive line, man, Bryce might be able to do something. So what did they do? They gave him some receivers and they gave him an offensive line, and it's better. I don't know. I don't know if it's what I was looking for.
All right, so like I said, man, terrible week for me. I finished the week 3-10. Only drops me down a couple six. I'm 6 games back, 79, 85. You finished the week slightly better. 6 wins, 6-7. Brings you back to 84, 80. So I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still
I
5 games
needed
back.
that.
Yeah, you did need that. I'm 5 games back. I'm still coming. We still got a couple games left of the year. So,
I'm
uh,
like I'm like the Lions, man. I'm holding on to that win by the skin of my teeth.
hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. So now, where we at? Week 13?
Yep. Week 13.
Right. Week 13, Thanksgiving week.
Ooh, it's coming down close. Coming down to the end real quick.
We got Thanksgiving week. We got kicking off. It's Thursday, tomorrow. Green Bay is traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. Lions are at home. They are giving 2.5. Oh, my bad.
Um,
Is it me or you? I think it's
issue.
me. Yeah, it's me. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take Detroit. I don't like that injury report. Green Bay has Jacobs returning. I I'm with you though in the camp of the Lions finishing the season strong. That doesn't mean that this couldn't be the loss that they sustained. But I don't think it will be. I think that they really want this game to make up for the game earlier this year, and I think they'll be ready. So yeah, give me Detroit.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I was all prepared to say that the Lions were going to win this game, but they weren't going to cover the spread. But with a spread like 2.5, they'll even cover that. So yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Lions.
All right,
What kind of spread is 2.5?
4 o'clock game. The Kansas City Chiefs are traveling to Dallas. Dallas is at home, and they are getting 3. I kind of went back and forth on this game, but Kansas City's defense is pretty good. The Chiefs stole a win last week. I am in firm belief that the Chiefs are on their way back to uh, making a push to get they gonna mess around and find the number 1 seed somehow. And what better way than to screw Dallas on Thanksgiving on national TV with some Chiefs magic? Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, I'm proud of what the Cowboys did last week, but I have no faith in the Cowboys. Um, they have done better than what I expected them to do this season, but they're still the Cowboys. Um, I think the Chiefs are gonna be what the Chiefs always are. They're gonna do what they need to do to make the playoffs, and once they get in, they'll be trouble. So yeah, I don't have any faith in the Cowboys, man. Give me the Chiefs.
All right. Next up, we got Cincinnati traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore at home, they are giving 7. Despite that, Cincinnati is going to be without T. Higgins. But as of today, everything is on course for them to be with Joe Burrow. So, with that being said, I will take the 7 and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wait, they're playing who again?
Baltimore.
Oh no, I'm taking Baltimore. Um, yeah, Baltimore's been on the roll, and like I said, man, I expected Baltimore to uh clearly make the playoffs once they got back in thing. they'll continue that this week. And even despite the fact that that Joe Burrow is back, he'll be missing T Higgins, and Joe Burrow always needs time to warm up. Like he always starts off the season very slow. They lose. They usually lose like first 4 games of the season, 3 or 4 games of the season, and then they start winning after that. So I expect it to be no different this time. He'll come back. He'll lose his game, and in 3 or 4 games he'll be good again. But by that time it'll be too late. Give me Baltimore.
The Chicago Bears are traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Eagles are at home. They are giving 7. I am going to take Chicago plus a 7. I'm not saying that Chicago's going to win this game, but I'm also not convinced that they blow out the Bears. They haven't blown out a team in quite a few weeks. Even I don't honestly remember the last time they blew a team out, and they were on pace to blow out the Cowboys last week, and that turned around to did a complete 180 to a loss. So I'll take the Bears plus 7.
That's what I was going to say about the Cowboys game. I feel like that the only reason the Cowboys came back was because that Eagles offense. Um, I don't know what's going on with the Eagles offense, but it kind of just like our offense, it kind of sputtered out. It kind of came to a halt. Like they were on a roll, and then all of a sudden they came to a halt. But in spite of that, man, just like our offense, they have the capability to blow out a team. And in fact, the last time that the Eagles did blow somebody out was a couple of weeks ago when they blew out the Vikings. And I do not think the Bears are a good team. So I will be taking the Eagles plus. I mean, I will be taking the Eagles minus the 7.
Next up, we got the San Francisco 49ers are traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Um, Hopefully this week we got some magic to it because I'm just going on all the limbs right here. San Francisco and Brock Purdy looked bad against the Panthers. Now there's a chance that they clean everything up and Brock Purdy gets back, and that was just a knocking the rust off type game. But at the same time, the Cleveland Browns at home with a little bit of juice in the arena with Shador coming off his first win and Cleveland's defense being who it is. F it, man. I'll take the 5 with the Browns. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Brock Purdy did look bad this past week. But the Browns have a way better defense than Carolina. Well, Carolina's defense is not bad, but the Browns have had like one of the better defenses in the league all year. And with if you add Shador to it, even though he doesn't have anybody to throw the ball to, um, uh, Junkins has really impressed me this year, man. I know Donald has been your guy, but I've been really impressed by Junkins, and I think that with Shador backing them up, they got enough to overcome. So I'll take the Browns with the 5 points as well.
Next up, we got Arizona traveling to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is at home. They are given 3. If Tampa Bay loses this game, their season is done. And I take back everything I said about them winning the division. Uh, Give me Tampa Bay minus the 3.
Say who they playing again?
Arizona.
Oh yeah, yeah. This without a question. Tampa Bay will win this game. Uh, Arizona is done. They're just trying to finish the season. They're just trying to get through the season. And I think they're actively shopping behind the scenes. They're shopping Kyler Murray. So yeah, I'll take Tampa Bay. Do we know if Baker Mayfield is playing or not, or Nowhere yet.
Nowhere yet.
Okay.
New Orleans is traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Spencer Rattler.
No, absolutely not. Dolphins are at home and they are giving 5.5. Oh my bad.
Oh man.
I'm taking
Oh yeah,
Miami.
yeah. That's right. Too. Uh, yeah, man. This is a terrible game. But the terrible of the terriblest will have to be the Saints. Miami is terrible, but they're not as terrible as the Saints, so I'll take Miami. It seems like ever since they fired that GM, they've been winning games. Is that enough to save them from firing everybody this offseason?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident Mike McDaniel's not going anywhere. But Tua, I don't know, man. I do not know. I don't know. I don't even know what happens with Tua. Like, I mean, you could send Tua to Minnesota. I'd take Tua in Minnesota, or you could send him to New Orleans. I take him in New Orleans. But outside of those two places, you're not going to cut him. So, your options are limited. Um,
Wow. So what I'm getting, I mean, just not to get away from Miami, but what I'm getting is you definitely think that Minnesota is signing the quarterback next year.
yeah, man. Yeah, no. There JJ's had like what? JJ's had two strikes, and if you sit him out there, man, it's gonna be strike three. Like I mean, I guess by that analogy, he deserves one more chance, but nah, man, he's not it. He's a gamer. And with the right team, he could be a great game manager. Sans the Michigan Wolverines 2023 or whatever. But
Right.
but yeah, man, if you ask him to go out there and be a real NFL quarterback, on top of that, get the ball to one of the best receivers in football today on a consistent basis, he can't do that. And the pressure of having to do that, there's no way. Like, so it was really a roll of the dice to take him, and it didn't pan out. I don't think.
Yeah, man. I just want to say I'm a Michigan fan, and I never got like all these Michigan fans now that are out here talking about JJ. He's done it before. He got Michigan to a title, a natty. JJ's the man, and JJ this and JJ that, and JJ's the man. He was doing it at Michigan, and always been to me. It's been like when JJ wasn't really throwing the ball at Michigan. I mean, 80% of JJ snaps was handing the ball off, and every now and then you see him step back and throw a 3 yard pass to somebody.
Yeah, like I said, man, if you ask him what I said about Jared Goff, man, but it's night and day compared to Jared Goff, but still, like, if you ask JJ McCarthy to do a little bit, then he could do a little bit, and he'll do those little things great. But if you ask him to not even do a lot, if you ask him to just be a real NFL quarterback, that's way more than he's capable of. If you found him a team, you know, like I don't know, man, like the Bijan Robinson, like that.
There you go. Yeah, hey,
Put him
that's a
on the
perfect
Bijan.
fit. That's a
That'll be a
perfect
perfect.
fit.
He might be able
Hey,
to
that,
make something happen there.
hey,
If
hey, and you get rid of the guy you hate, Penix, man. You hate that guy.
and you knock that guy out of college, so knock him out in the NFL. And hey, if Drake London has 100 yards or if Drake London has 15 yards, nobody's gonna care. We are concerned about getting Drake London the ball. If it happens, it happens. So
It
that's
happens. It
that's,
happens. Hey,
that's a perfect landing
hey,
spot for JJ.
hey, you could either throw it to Drake London, or you could run it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Or hey, push come to shove, just give it to Bijan. It's real simple here. We do things real simple here.
I'm with it. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for the trade. I'm all for the trade to the Atlanta Falcons in the offseason, man. You convinced me.
And on the flip side, yeah, man, hey, like I'm not a big fan of Michael Penix, but to your point, he was airing it out at Washington, and he had a great trio of wide receivers, college wide receivers there. One being Roma Dunze. So hey, if he can air it out in college, maybe he can air it out in NFL. You put him with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and just let him air it out. I'd be fine with that.
Put him in a different offense, man, because he's not set up for the Atlanta's offense. I don't want him here. I mean, I don't want him in. I don't want to face him twice a year with those receivers. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, hey.
Penix is fragile, man. You ain't gonna see him twice a year. You might see him once a year, but he's not gonna make it, he not gonna make it to that second game.
All right, man. But yeah, okay. So
Speak.
no Tua next year.
Now I'm not gonna say no Tua. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be hard to if a candidate emerges, then yeah, you can see him going. I think it's a 50-50. I think it's a 50% chance that they find somebody to send him to, but I think that it's not going to be a lot of people who want Tua, so it's not going to be easy to get rid of him. So you might end up being seeing Tua next year. I don't know how much time is left on his contract, but they might have to eat it or ride it out a little bit longer.
I think Tua will be a backup next year on somebody's team. I think the Dolphins get rid of Tua and Tyreek Hill, and just like I said, like I've been saying, man, they just get rid of everybody except for Jalen Waddle and
A chain.
yeah, and A Chain, man,
Yeah,
and
nah.
just revamp the whole team.
I don't think he's gonna be a backup. I think Tua's starting in somewhere next season, but
For
I
the
don't know if
for Arizona. Hey, make an even trade for Arizona.
it could be anywhere. But I think he'll be a starter next year. Now he might lose that job or get knocked out or whatnot. But yeah, I think he's a starter next year. But if I had to put money on it again, it's with Miami. If the options were Miami or the field, I'm still thinking he stays in Miami.
I don't know, man. If I'm Miami, we can move on after this. The last thing I'll say is if I'm Miami and I've been seeing how my team has been running the last 3 years, I'm moving on.
Well, we were just talking about the Atlanta Falcons. They are traveling to New York to take on the Jets. Jets are at home. They are giving 2.5. Oh, they are getting 2.5 at home. The Jets, they just kind of show up to work. Atlanta, like I said, does have an opportunity for the division still. So give me Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. If that spread was a little bit higher, I might have went with the Jets. But once again, man, what kind of spread is two? Um, yeah, give me Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta.
The LA Rams are traveling to whew, LA Rams are traveling to Carolina. Carolina is at home. They are getting 11. I almost was willing to take the 11, but Carolina doesn't do well in big games, so I'll take the Rams.
I'm tempted to take that 11, man, because Carolina doesn't do well in the big games, but Carolina every time I bet against them this year, man, they've been stepping up, man. They've gained my respect. I mean, not that I had that respect before, but they gained it a little bit more than what I had. I will say that
Next time I didn't push him. Clearly pushed him.
who? What you watching?
Pistons.
Oh. I will who they playing again? They playing the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Um the Rams will win this game, but I'll take the 11.
Okay. Houston Texans. Presumably with the return of CJ Stroud, traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Colts are at home. They are giving 4.5. I initially have myself down for the Colts, but Jesus, 4.5. Colts have not been playing well lately, but the alternative is putting my faith in CJ Stroud. Give me the Indianapolis Colts. I'm gonna
Yeah,
regret that.
man. CJ Stroud is back, and the Texans defense has been playing pretty good, and we've discovered what the last couple of games has told us about the Colts is they only beat up on good teams. I mean, on bad teams. So I am going to take the Titans, man. I feel like I mean, not the Titans. I'm going to take the Texans, man. The Texans and the Colts seem like to be on the same level, and with that defense, I think that the Texans edge them out. And what's the spread again?
It's way too big. The Colts are giving 4.5.
Oh yeah, yeah, all day. High five.
I'm so tempted to change my pick, but I'm not gonna do it because if I do, then CJ Stroud is not gonna play football. Like he's gonna come out there and I think you said Aaron once upon a time Aaron Brooks took took a snap and turned around and threw the ball in the opposite
The
direction.
opposite direction.
And that's
Yes.
exactly what CJ Stroud would do if I changed my pick. So I'm forced to take the Colts.
Yeah, man. There are some guys that, as long as you don't bet on them, they will play perfectly fine. And the first time that you bet on them, they'll be like, "Oh, Bruce and Marcus bet on me today. I'm gonna play the worst game of my life."
Yeah. I can imagine those games. Matter of fact, here, I got one for you right here. The Jacksonville Jaguars are traveling to the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee
Oh
Titans
wow.
are at home and they are getting 6.5. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a great football team in terms of taking the ball away. But this has been 3 weeks in a row where Tennessee has found a way to cover the spread. And I'm going to do America a favor. I would encourage America to take Jacksonville because I am going to jump. I'm going to jump off that ledge, and I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans and the 6.5, and pray to God that they find a way to cover.
We all appreciate your sacrifice, Marcus. I will be taking the Jaguars. I will be taking the Jaguars for this game, man. At no point ever will I have faith in the Tennessee Titans. Uh, they're on a quarterback. To his point, says that they're ass. So yeah,
They are ass, but they are 3-3 in the past 3 weeks at covering the spread. This is probably the week that trend dies, but hey, man, I'm gonna jump on it one time, and
if
I'm
if
probably
if anybody if anybody has hopes of keeping your luck alive this week, man, it is the Jaguars. The Jaguars are not a consistent team. The Jaguars will lose to teams they shouldn't, and win and beat teams they shouldn't. So
yeah. And Trevor Lawrence just came off of a 3 touchdown performance. So what are the odds he replicates that? Like, I mean, that is in my favor. That's one thing I got in my favor.
yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to put your. I'm gonna have to put my hopes and dreams on Etienne to win this game.
Minnesota is traveling to see their ex-girlfriend in Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks are at home. They are giving 11.5. We are witnessing the debut of, I forgot it, Maxwell Brosner or something like that.
Max Brosner off the top rope.
I hope Max Brosnan comes out here and puts his name in every football fan's mouth. Like you said, off the top rope, Justin Jefferson and the offensive line are carrying him out at the end of the game. And Sam Darnold, they panning Sam Darnold on the sideline with his head looking at the tablet, just bewildered at what happened. I hope that's what happens. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think Seattle beats the brakes off of Minnesota. Give me Seattle minus 11.5.
And all I can picture is uh, Max Brodner sliding off an elbow pad like the Rock and throwing it and saying, "You've been Brosnered." Nah, man. Yeah. Nah. Hopefully, man. I'm gonna go with Seattle. Hopefully, Seattle destroys the Vikings so bad that Max Brosner quits football and starts his new career as a professional wrestler in WWE.
Hey man, I'm not gonna rule out the Tommy DeVito storyline, but even with the Tommy DeVito storyline, well, I mean, I guess they would cover though. They'd lose by 7 or something like that. That I can see that happening, but I'll definitely turn this game on, and you'll definitely be
And
getting a text from me, good or bad.
and see
About
and,
Max
and see the Seattle Seahawks get Brosnered.
Brosnan. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to LA to take on the Chargers. Chargers are Chargers are at home. They are giving 9.5. I'm going. Hold on. I just wrote this too. The Chargers, man. Yeah, no, I minus 9.5. The Raiders are an awful team. Max Crosby is the team. They do have Brock Bowers. Justin Herbert looked bad last time. Yeah, no, I'm about to change that. I'm gonna take the Chargers and the 9.5.
Minus 9.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm on the opposite fence I'm on the opposite fence on that one. Um, I usually would pick the Chargers if it any other time. I would pick the Chargers, but the Chargers have lost both of a majority of their line. They're kind of like us, man. They lost a majority of their line. They lost their line for the season though, and like you said, I think the Raiders are a bad team, but I think they stay in it enough to cover. I think the Rams just haven't been looking the way I expect them to look this week. I mean this year, and they still haven't got their running back, man. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders to cover.
All right. Next up, we have the Buffalo Bills are traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Steelers are at home. They are getting 3.5. This is a very, very tough game to pick. Believe Aaron Rodgers will be back this week. I don't like this game at all, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna go when in doubt, and it hasn't even been true this year. But when in doubt, Don't bet against Mike Tomlin. Give me the Steelers.
Um, it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick Buffalo. Um, uh, Josh Allen is playing this week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to pick Buffalo because they've been unpredictable this year. But I will say this. I will say the same thing that you said about Tampa Bay, man. If Buffalo doesn't win this game, they're done for the season. Um, and this is a perfect opportunity to get their get back because while Aaron Rodgers might be playing, his not his throwing hand, but his other hand is really badly hurt, and like they said, he has protected from even getting hit or anything, and that sounds like an impossible task to me because the first time he gets sacked or gets close to getting hit, he's going to have to brace himself for the fall, and that just seems like a horrible combination. So, uh, I hurt, I hurt Aaron Rodgers uh, is is an advantage for the Buffalo. I think Aaron Rodgers would have had a hard time beating Buffalo healthy. So, yeah, give me Buffalo, man.
All right. Last two games of the week. Pretty straightforward. Denver traveling to Washington to take on the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is
Done for the
going.
year.
They said he's going to start practicing
Oh, really?
again, but he is likely to not play this game.
Be done for
Uh,
the year.
give me Denver.
I'll take Denver as well, man. That's not even a question. I
Uh,
if Jaden Daniels plays for the year, man, I think I said this last time. Just keep him out for the year. Why even bring him back?
there are Commanders fans out there that would definitely agree with you. Another no-brainer of a game. New York Giants are traveling to New England to take on the Patriots. Patriots at home, giving 7.
um. Oh, it's
Jackson
no.
Dart. Jackson Dart might play though.
Oh, you first. Remember?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no. New England.
Yeah, man. If Jameis Winston's playing, I might say that New York might cover, but with Jackson Dark, it's a guaranteed loss. So I'm gonna take New England as well.
Those are our picks for the week.
Yeah, man. Before we get out of here, man, keep me updated. Tell me what's going on in the Piston game and what win streak are we on so far?
Believe we are at, I don't know if we're at 13 or 14 wins in a row. I think we're at 14, honestly, because I think the last thing I heard was somebody say that we are halfway to the 28 game losing streak that we had just like 2-3 years ago. So now we're at a 14 game winning streak. We are in a dogfight right now with the Boston Celtics in the NBA Cup game. I don't have the score up right now, but it's been a one possession game for this whole quarter. It seems like,
Oh wow.
um, but it's a pretty good game going on here. I'm definitely gonna check out this fourth quarter. Did
And
you want?
how's Ivy been doing, man? Has he been implemented into the? I heard a little bit of his first game. I didn't get a chance to see it, but heard he had a pretty decent game. His return game.
Yeah, he has been playing fine. He's been fitting in just fine. He he doesn't look like, he's just getting back, so I'm not holding it against him. But right now he just looks like a guy out there. And if that's what if they want to keep him on the team, then that's kind of what he's going to end up looking like, in my opinion. But as far as like being the Ivy that he was prior to the injury, he's not at that level yet. He's still getting to the rim, but he's missing layups right now, getting to the rim. He's knocking down 3-point shots, which again, if he's going to stay on this team, they're going to need him to do. But right now, he's just kind of ramping it up. He's not starting, but he comes off the bench. Right now, they got him out there with the starters though in the third quarter, fourth quarter. But he missed that. K just passed to him for a three, missed it. But, yeah, no, right now 85-89, Pistons down by 4, fourth quarter.
Yeah, man. And somebody else said that he hadn't got his speed back yet, and
Yeah, that's a good
I
way.
think I think it's going to take for him a little while for him to get that back. Especially coming off as long as rehab as he was on. So I feel like he'll get it back, and he'll get back there. It's like you said, to your point, it's going to take him a while to get back there, and if he can stay um uh uh a piece that fits into this puzzle, I feel like he will be he'll be a great piece to add to make this championship run that the Pistons look like they're you know in a decent position to make. Um, but I still hear rumors of people talking about trading them, but it's not as strong as it was.
Yeah, there's NBA people, like ESPN and just writers across America who are tuned in, who are noticing that the Pistons are, regardless of what I say, 14 wins in a row. That's I can't, I don't care who you play. 14 wins in a row. You were definitely a good team. So people who have been paying attention are trying to find the next move for the Pistons to get them, further down the line. And the biggest move would be for Utah Jazz forward Lauri Markkanen. Now, I always wanted Markkanen on this team. I always thought that would be a good fit, but the cost that they are associating with Markkanen, it's ridiculous. And
Mm.
and I'm not gonna lie, I would like Markkanen, but I'm not in the camp of what they want to do to get Markkanen. It's roughly 3 players and like 3 picks or something like that.
Wow,
Then you got
wow.
rumors Then he got rumors of Anthony Davis, who I would need to know what the price tag on Anthony Davis is. If they're essentially trying to give away Anthony Davis, um,
Yeah,
then
well,
yeah,
if you went to Anthony Davis route, you essentially get him for nothing.
I don't know if they would be willing to give him up for nothing, but if they are, then yeah, I would definitely be interested if they're willing to take a minimum on Anthony Davis. Or you could go another route and try to pair him up. Like I heard there's a player on the Golden State Warriors who they have yet to figure out what they're gonna do with this kid. They didn't know if they wanted to pick up his team option on his rookie contract. Eventually, they did. But Jonathan Kuminga is a young player who he kind of plays like Ivy, but he's just a little bit different.
Hmm.
He's more of a I don't know. His game is just more polished in my opinion than Ivy's. And if you paired him up with Cade, I think that would be a better fit than Ivy. And on the flip side, Golden State has like yet to figure out where this kid fits in, but they don't want to let him go for nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what the Pistons are going to do if they even are going to make a move. I'm not even fully convinced that they do make a move.
How long do they have? When is the trade deadline?
I believe the trade deadline is in February.
Oh, well, you got plenty of time to figure that out.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time to see how the team gels with each other. If Ivy is gonna, step up his game and gel even more cohesive with what the team has got going on now, and what moves are working and what moves aren't working, and who would be a better fit for your team. So I guess we can look forward to that going forward and see how the team progresses. Hopefully, they get a W out there tonight, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to that game, man. And it looks like I got some Final Fantasy to play.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll keep you posted, man.
All right, man. Well, with that said, man, tomorrow we got the Lions and Packers. Hopefully, the Lions come out and they are the team that we and they play like the team we all know and love, and not this other team we've been seeing the last couple of weeks. But until then, man, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.